I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah, I can't spend the day with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Yeah, shorty, she support. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. I keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
CJ.
Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP to leave valuable. They sweet as.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football.
Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the London Black Knights and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 54 yards.
And now these
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch, Smith.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator,
Gates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense, how will they play you in certain situations. Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
36 power.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Pull it high. You're out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, Orbit. Check back 55.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down now, Winslow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Winslow. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Well, 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Two seconds to go, 1st quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down, but he He's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll left to throw. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Yep. Banjo. Ready?
On first down, Swift trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Jackrabbit, let's go.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
You see me out here? That's right.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return will be stopped at the 34. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check. Fresno.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Rough so far for him. That's the only way to describe it. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
6-man. Check curls.
On 1st down, Winslow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. On second down, Winslow. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's have. Hey, here we go.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
60 outlaw. Shoot.
Right back to him on first down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check.
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. There he goes left side. And touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Yeah, how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of the team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We got this.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
In your face.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man open, it's Ross. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play. Here's the fullback. It's Juszczyk. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Winslow, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. This one caught by Winslow. Now the ball comes loose, and the defense has come up with it. Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there. Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drop. And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along? Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it? I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That one whistled against the big right tackle. You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and then taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Wilson. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
On second down, Winslow. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last shot for Wilson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop down.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try different vibe. Bitch, you down the ride, never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me, naturally I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave win. Now it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin,